Hi, everybody, and welcome. Tonight, we are going to be talking about planning to prevent, boosting our immunity, and just ensuring that we have a strong immune system as we head into cold and flu season. So tonight, we're going to be touching on a couple of key topics. What is the immune system? What affects our immune system? Signs that your immune system may be weak, how you can be building a healthy immune system on a daily basis, and a couple of supplement recommendations that I have for everybody as a plant-based nutritionist. So for those of you who don't know me, welcome. My name is Jen Joldwin. I'm an advanced holistic nutritionist with training in 7 different areas of nutrition. I also hold a bachelor's degree in psychology that focused heavily on human physical and psychological development, as well as psychometrics, which is reading and analyzing psychological statistical data. Okay. I live a plant-based vegan lifestyle. I'm a minimalist. And I also help women experience symptomatic relief from hormone imbalances while supporting their families in making healthy living easier, one bite at a time. So what exactly is the immune system? We hear these 2 words all the time. Support your immune system. Is it weak? Feed your immune system. What exactly is it? Our immune system is basically our defense mechanism. It is inside of our body. It is actually made in all of these organs that you can see here in this photo, and contains different proteins and different components that help support our body and to fight against invaders. So whether that be toxins or viruses, bacteria, what we are doing is providing an army to keep our body safe and healthy. Now, we actually have 2 systems of our immune system. And the first one is our innate system. And this is the immune system that we're born with. We actually inherit it from our mother at birth. And it's the one that kicks into gear right away as soon as it feels any sort of invaders coming into our system, and helps us develop that immunity to different bacteria. And then the second one would be our adaptive immune system. And this is the one that changes and grows and evolves as we age. And so as we come in contact with various invaders and bacteria, toxins, viruses, flus, our body develops an immunity by attacking that invader, learning a little bit about it, so that the next time that we come in contact with that invader, we have a quicker reaction to it. Okay. Now, our immune system is an incredibly complex system. I've really made it, that was a very simple explanation of what our immune system is, but it's a very complex system, and yet it is so incredibly fragile. I want to show you a couple of the things that can actually contribute to us having a poor immune system, and things that are, breaking away at our immune system on a regular basis. So not enough time outdoors, a lack of sleep, processed foods because of the added chemicals, even just our excess body fat percentage can be reducing our immune responses, high fat diets, not eating enough fruits and vegetables, and a lack of exercise, stress and anxiety. All of these things are puzzle pieces in what's helping to or contributing to us maybe having poor immunity or not having a strong immune response. But there are also 2 aspects in our daily lives that are a little bit beyond our control, right? So number 1, there's the environmental toxins. There are toxins increasing in our water supply, in our air, in our soil. And basically these 3 components are where our food comes from, right? So we need at least 1, if not 2 or 3 of those components in order to grow and support our food supply across the world. And so when we have toxins coming directly into our food supply, that now means that the quality of our food is decreasing. Okay, so not just because of all of these environmental toxins in our food, but now we also have the added preservatives and flavor enhancers, artificial colors and flavors, as well as growth hormones from our meat and dairy industry. And then just synthetic vitamins and genetically modified organisms, pesticides, all of these various chemicals and toxins that are being added to our food, either to preserve them longer, to grow them faster, to allow them to, sustain the travel between the place that they're grown and the place that they're sold. That is decreasing the quality of our food. And unfortunately, these are two things that we don't have a lot of control over in our lives. And so we have to really look at the daily things that we can be doing that we do have control over to be building a strong immune system, because these two aspects are working against us. We are continually bombarded by toxins from the air we breathe, the water we drink, the food that we eat, um, that is going to be weakening our immune system. Now, basically, when we know we have a weakened immune system, and we're going to talk about that in a second, we have what are called symptoms, right? Now, symptoms are not enemies to be destroyed, but they're actually messengers who are encouraging us to take better care of ourselves. They're an indicator to us that something is going on within our body, and we need to listen, and we need to be aware, and we need to recognize that our body is doing something, and we need to support it in that process. Okay, so symptoms should not be destroyed. They're not a bad thing. They may be very uncomfortable. They may be, uh, you know, not you don't sought you like you don't go after these symptoms, right? But they are something that we do need to take notice of. So how do we really know that our immune system is weakened, right? What do these symptoms actually manifest as? Well, frequent colds and flus. If you're getting sick every couple of months, you can probably be pretty sure that you have a weakened immune system. And in fact, when I was going through my late teens and early 20s, I was actually catching a cold every 3 months, and my symptoms were lasting about 2 months long. So 8 weeks I would have symptoms of a cold. I would literally just be clearing out all of my cold symptoms, and I would catch another one. And this was because my immune system was so badly damaged and weakened by the daily lifestyle choices I was making that I was susceptible to so many invaders. So intense cold and flu symptoms as well. So maybe you don't get sick very often, but if you are getting sick, it's wiping you right out, and you don't have energy, you can't function, you are just not in a space where you can go about your daily life. But another indicator would be slow wound healing. So if it takes you a very long time, to heal a cut or for a bruise to go away, this would be an indicator that maybe your immune system is a little bit focused on other places. Extreme fatigue. All right. So I know that most of us say, if I asked you on any given day how you're doing, you would probably tell me that you're tired. And we probably hear that so often now that we think that's common. It's common for us to be tired, right? That's normal. It's normal for us to be tired. We live busy lives. Yeah, it's normal. No, it's not. It's common. It's not normal. Okay, so it does happen. We are all tired. We are overtired. We experience extreme fatigue on a regular basis, but this is not normal. Our body is designed to work so perfectly in balance within itself when it's well supported. So it's not normal for you to feel tired. If it's normal, it's because you are repeatedly doing the actions that contribute to that feeling. But achy joints is another one. Okay, that's because you have increased inflammation within your body, and inflammation is your immune system working hard in various areas to fight off these invaders. Okay, frequent infections, digestive issues, even. So, if you've got some gut issues going on, that would be an indication that you've got a weakened immune system. In fact, last week we actually touched on building a healthy gut and how 80% of our immune system is actually found in our gut system. That's amazing, right? So when you think about having a digestive issue, such as just regular indigestion or bloating, um, Crohn's or IBS, these are all things that are not just a symptom of immune weakening, but it's also perpetuating the cycle of having the weakened immune system. So if you have an interest in that topic, let me know, because that topic was recorded and I can send you that recording if that interests you. Um, But so I'm not going to go into detail on that. But yeah, 80% of our immune system is developed and stored in our digestive system. So that's something pretty big there, right? But high stress levels is a huge, huge indicator that you're going to have a weakened immune system. And then, of course, autoimmune concerns. So if you are currently dealing with an autoimmune issue, or you think that you might be, then you can most definitely um, assume that you've got a weakened immune system. Excuse me, sorry about that. Okay, so the preservation of health is easier than the cure of disease. So, what does that mean? It means let's plan to prevent, because it is easier to stay healthy than it is to get healthy again. Okay, so how do we do that? How do we protect our immune system? Can we live in a bubble? No, right? Recent research indicates that part of the strength of certain foods against cancer actually comes from their effect on the immune defenses. So when cancer cells arise, the white blood cells must recognize they are abnormal and destroy them. These cells work much better when they are well nourished and do not have to cope with an excess of fat in the bloodstream. So right here, this is an excerpt from a research study that I read recently. Right here, there's a couple of things that right away say to me a couple of things we can be doing in our daily basis, right? So here it says the strength of certain foods. Okay. Number one. Number two, these cells work better when they're well nourished. So our white blood cells, which is our immune system, work better when they are well nourished. Okay. And then number three, so number one, certain foods have high powers of immune boosting activities. Okay. Number two, when our white blood cells, our immune system is well nourished, it works better and it works stronger. Okay. And then number three is that when we do not have to cope with an excess of fat in the bloodstream, we have a more effective immune system. So that means two things that we can be doing positively, and a third thing that we can be looking to reduce in our lifestyle that's going to help support our immune system. So let's have a really good look at what the building blocks of a strong immune system really are. Okay. Number one, getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep every night is crucial. Okay. When we sleep, this gives our body the opportunity to reset internally. It gives our body the opportunity to focus on healing and protecting. When we are constantly active or constantly eating or constantly thinking, and we're not allowing our body that time to decompress and actually do what it's supposed to do, it simply cannot do it. You get internal high level stress. Okay. But reducing our stress intentionally is just as important. Our external stress, so whether that be your work stress, your work-life balance, your school stress, your relationship stress, your family stress, whatever stress looks like in your life, even if that's just the little daily things of not getting the dishes done before you go to bed and being stressed out about it in the morning. Okay, even these little types of stressors in our life continually add to the stress our body feels in our brain, throughout our body. So when we are intentionally reducing stress, this allows our body to have a better chance of building that strong immune system. Okay. Being active is another really great way to build that strong immune system. Eating live foods. This is one that I think most of us think about when we think about a strong immune system. We think about probiotics and we think about vitamin C. That's what most of us think about, right? This time of year, what do we all do? We all go and grab vitamin C tablets. We all go grab zinc tablets. I know everybody that I talk to goes and grabs those two vitamins from the store. And we're going to talk a little bit about that in a second, okay? And probiotics. So eating live foods, those are foods rich in probiotics. So they could be, they're cultured food. It could be yogurts, fermented, what do you call it? Sorry, I'm having a brain slip here. Sauerkraut, okay. Fermented veggies of any kind, even kimchi, kombucha, kefir, all of these are foods that contain live probiotic enzymes that are going to help support your healthy gut, which, as we talked about, contains 80% of your immune system, so it's going to help boost your immune system, okay? But the real, like truly the building blocks of a strong immune system come down to getting our daily requirements of nutrients, our vitamins A, B, C, D, E, and K. These are all crucial. It's not just vitamin C that's crucial for a strong immune system. Yes, it helps support a strong immune system, but having all of those vitamins on a daily basis is what's going to help your body work in balance. And when our body works in balance, it is not susceptible or as susceptible to invaders in different areas. Because remember, not all invaders are going to attack the same part of your immune system or the same part of your body. And so when we make sure that we have good sources of protection in all areas, it means that we are protecting or better protecting all areas of our body. Okay. So, how do we get that? Well, eating 7 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables daily is a great place to start. In fact, it's the first place I recommend that everybody starts, because that's not just for your strong immune system, that's just for good health in general. And that's actually for optimal health. Unfortunately, most people on a daily basis rarely ever actually even get to 7 servings of fruits and vegetables a day. Many people even struggle just getting 3 to 5. So, increasing the amount of fruits and vegetables you eat on a daily basis is one of the very first things that you can be doing to start building a strong immune system. Okay. It's not running out and getting vitamin C tablets. It's not running out and getting zinc tablets. Although zinc and folate are great sources of nutrients that are going to help support your immune system. But here's the thing about vitamins, okay? Because I know what you're thinking. Great, Jen, that's awesome. I'm going to go get myself a multivitamin. I'm going to go get myself a vitamin C, some zinc, some folate, and I'm set to go for the rest of the season, right? I know that. I know that's what you're thinking. It's what everybody thinks this time of year. But here's what we're going to talk about a little bit really quickly. The difference between these vitamins that we get in the store and eating your 7 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables, okay? The vitamins that we buy in our stores are a synthetic chemical compound. They're not the exact replica of the vitamin that you would find in food, okay? And so what happens when we eat these vitamins is that our body actually sees it as a toxin, because it's not a true form of the vitamin or the nutrient or the mineral that our body requires. And so what happens is, yes, it gets absorbed, but not all of it. And in fact, a lot of it gets filtered, which is harsh on our filtering systems. But a lot of it gets filtered and wasted. So that's really money down the drain, right? It's money down the drain. It's wasted efforts, when really you could be eating whole food, real food, directly from the source, where your body recognizes those vitamins and minerals and phytonutrients as a true source of nutrition and absorbs it, not just how much it needs or requires, but in the right consistency and congruency with the other vitamins found in that food. So if you look here at this photo, this is going to simplify it for you, okay? You can see on the left-hand side here, the multivitamin has a label, and it tells you the isolated nutrients inside that multivitamin, okay? Then you look over here at the apple, and this list is massive. This is all of the vitamins and minerals and phytonutrients found in one apple. You couldn't possibly fit all that on a label, okay? Now imagine if we were eating 7 to 13 servings of different fruits and vegetables, where all of these thousands of phytonutrients are making their way into our body to support our body the way that we should be, operating in perfect harmony with all the other nutrients coming into your body. Imagine how you would feel, right? Imagine how you would feel if that was happening on a daily basis. So the most powerful tool that we can change in our health truly is our fork. Okay, so grab those fruits and vegetables and start eating them. You cannot go wrong by adding more fruits and vegetables to your diet. Okay, so how can we make this really easy? Okay, how can we really support? Like, we looked at the building blocks, and we know that a healthy immune system comes down to the way that we live our life on a daily basis. So how can we make it easy on a daily basis to support our health, our immune system, we can look at three things, okay? Number one, our diet, adding more fruits and vegetables, adding more nuts and seeds. They are going to contain good levels of zinc, okay? Whole grains, beans, lentils, pulses, and water. These are all going to contain the phytonutrients that our body requires on a daily basis to help support a good immune system, a strong immune system. Partly because these are also supporting a healthy gut, okay? Which leads us into number two. The second thing you can do on a daily basis is support good gut health. With 80% of our immune system being developed in our gut, we have to focus on having a healthy gut. Eating probiotic rich foods, eating prebiotic rich foods. What's the difference? Does anybody actually know the difference between the two? If you do, leave it in the comment section here in the chat box. I'd be very curious to hear if anybody knows it. In the meantime, I'm going to explain it. Okay. Probiotic rich foods are foods that support and flourish the growth of good bacteria in our gut. Prebiotic rich foods support the environment that grow bacteria, that grow probiotic bacteria, meaning you can be eating a probiotic supplement on a daily basis. But if you are doing other things that harm your gut and do not support a healthy gut environment for those probiotic to take hold and grow, you're wasting your efforts. So you need to be eating prebiotic rich foods that are going to make your gut a hospitable place for probiotics to grow. Okay. And we do this. Guess where these prebiotic rich foods, what they really are? Fruits and vegetables. Whoa, big surprise. I swear to you. So the reason and nuts and seeds, whole grains, beans, lentils, pulses, okay? And the reason for this is because what happens when they come into our system, they create enzymes. They have a chemical reaction within our digestive juices that create the most optimal environment for probiotic bacteria to flourish. Okay. Now, when we have more positive probiotic bacteria in our gut system than we do the harmful bacteria, that is when we have good gut health. Okay. And having good soluble and insoluble fiber in our food is another really great way to support gut health, because those are what's going to help support a good growing environment. It's going to help grab toxins and pull them out. It's basically like your sweeper right through your gut system. It's going to help clean everything out. And which also means that all those toxins and those bacteria and everything, those invaders that should not be in our body, are being removed on a regular basis. Okay. So, and then number three is, what are we doing in our daily life that is supporting our immune system, supporting good health? Well, there's a couple things we really do need to do. We need to be exercising on a regular basis. And that doesn't mean that you have to go hardcore at the gym and get all serious and sweaty. It means that you need to go for a walk. You need to get outside and stretch your legs. You need to go for a bike ride or do some dancing, even. Like if you've got 20 minutes of cleaning to do around the house, I challenge you to put on some of your crazy poppiest music and just like swing like a madman, okay? And if that means that your broom and your mop becomes your dance partner, so be it. Because getting in that exercise is crucial to ensuring that our immune system stays strong, okay? 4 to 5 times a week, you need to be doing it. You need to stress less, find ways to do it. So whether that's, taking some time to yourself. And if you're like me, like I'm a type A person, I have a really hard time making time for myself, because I like to work and I like to be busy and I like to help others. And I like to just put myself on the back burner. And unfortunately, these are the types of mistakes that I was making in my late teens and early 20s that was contributing to me having such a low immune system. As a result, I actually developed an autoimmune disorder. Okay. So it's important that we are really truly committing to these lifestyle actions, because if not, it can actually lead to longer lifetime problems, not just your common colds and flus. Okay. So stressing less, so finding ways to do that. Get a hobby, talk with a friend, schedule it in, do some journaling, take a bath, whatever it is that really helps you wind down. And it doesn't have to be every day, but just, I mean, if you're spending 5 minutes every day to just wipe your brain, do it a couple of minutes to calm down and de-stress, you're going to notice a huge difference. Okay. Sleeping more. This is such a big thing. So I mentioned how, you know, I wasn't doing the daily things I needed to do to have good health. Sleep was one of them. As a type A workaholic, I literally was only getting maybe 4 to 5 hours of sleep every night, and I did this for years, years. And it's no wonder that I was totally burnt out and looking at chronic fatigue and other autoimmune issues because my body was so run down. I was susceptible to every toxin and invader that I came into contact with. Okay. Spending time outdoors is another really great way. So your exercise doesn't have to be outdoors, but if you do it outdoors, even better because now you're getting two of your requirements in one. Vitamin D from a natural source like the sun is a fantastic way to support our immune system. So just spend time outdoors. Plus you're getting fresh air. You're not locked up in the toxins in your house and the stale air. You're getting fresh air, and fresh air actually helps boost our not just our immunity but also our mood too. And when you're happier, you stress less, you sleep better. So I mean, this all snowballs, right? It's these tiny little daily actions that we're committing to. So what I'm saying here is eat healthy food, support your gut, and actually commit to 20 minutes a day of being intentional of taking care of yourself, because especially I know as women, as moms, we take care of everybody else and we put ourselves on the back burner. But what's left of you to help other people when you've run yourself down? I experienced this. I hit rock bottom on that. Okay. And it was not fun. It was really, really hard. And it was an eye opener for me when I realized that if I am not taking care of myself, I can't take care of the people who matter most to me. And then what does that do for me? It leaves me with nothing. So it was a really big eye opener for me. So I encourage you to actually, schedule it in if you have to. I actually do have to. I schedule in the types of daily commitments that are really difficult for me to commit to so that I don't have a choice in doing it. And I look forward to doing it. And I understand that that is a part of my day that takes a priority. Now, how can we make this even easier? Okay, number one, we talked about diet, adding more fruits and vegetables. We also talked about how most people are not getting 7 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables every day. So, one of the easiest ways to help support that gap and bridge that gap between what you should be eating and what you really are is helping to support your body at a cellular basis with whole food plant based nutrition. The Juice Plus capsules have more than 30 fruits, veggies, berries, grains, and oils that are helping to support your body at a daily basis. So it's literally convenience in a capsule. So you're eating your fruits and vegetables, you're striving to get as many servings in as you can. Regardless of what your day looks like in a day, you know that you've got a seatbelt to help back you up. What else can we be doing to make this easier? Number two, well, we can be supporting our gut. We talked about gut health, okay? The Juice Plus Complete Shakes are a fantastic way to support our gut because they contain the prebiotic fibers that are supporting a healthy growth environment for our probiotics, okay? But it's also a super convenient, clean protein powder that you don't just use in smoothies, but it's super, super versatile. You can add it into energy balls, you can put it into pancakes and pudding and cake and all kinds of crazy things that you would never think to put it into. But is actually, because it's just made from food, is actually a really great source of convenience that maybe we would be missing out on when we consider the fact that so much of our food quality is decreasing now because all of the Juice Plus products have such strict rigid standards in the way that they're grown and assembled. We have less of that environmental toxin invading those foods, and we have less of that nutritional quality decrease because these are being created for us specifically with the intention of having high quality fruits, vegetables concentrated in them. Okay, so a really, really great way to help support a healthy gut. And then number three, we talked about lifestyle. How can we make lifestyle even easier? By doing it together. Okay. Most of us never achieve the goals that we want to do and the goals that we have when we do it alone, because it's just so easy to get distracted. But when you do it as a team or with a partner, you are that much more likely to have success. And the Shred program helps you get that success. It makes healthy living easier because you have the guidelines in place. Okay, you have the even like the the ease oh my goodness, sorry, the e-resources, the cookbooks, there are meal plans in there, there are workouts. Everything that you need to support a healthy lifestyle can be found in the Shred, plus the accountability and the team aspect that helps you reach the goals that you want to do and commit to yourself. So that is how you truly make it easy in 3 simple steps. Now, why would you, right? So, number one, we talked about how the Juice Plus capsules and even the complete powder is really helping you bridge that gap. We're not eating 7 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables every day. So, and maybe if you are, it's possible that the quality and the nutritional quality and density of those foods are decreased because of the types of toxins that they are grown in or exposed to in the process. Okay. So that's really helping you bridge that gap between what you're currently eating or what you're trying to eat and what you really should be eating to support that healthy immune system. Okay. But it's unique as well. Okay. It's food, it's not a multivitamin. So it has a food label. It's made with non GMO ingredients, which means we don't have those chemicals and those toxins that are counteracting all the good that we're doing. Okay, but it's also NSF certified. And that means that there are no banned substances found in any of the fruits and vegetables and produce that are used in the capsules or the complete. But it also means that what's on the label is in the product and what's in the product is on the label. So there is no, blind spots. What you read is exactly what you get. So if I was to say to you, you need to eat more fruits and vegetables, this would be a super convenient, easy way to bridge that gap for you. Okay. But it's also the most researched nutritional product in the world with peer reviewed, published clinical studies. Okay. And I want to show you what the research actually says when it comes to immune systems. Okay, so separate studies were conducted on healthcare professionals who had direct patient contact, 3 groups. Okay, so healthcare professionals, young law school students, an elderly population, and athletic men. Sorry, 4 groups. Okay, now I know that the young law school students were chosen because law school was voted to be the most stressful program in college. Okay, and students in the law school programs are typically the ones who have the most uh, weakened immune systems and highest levels of stress. So they thought, what better group of studies than students who are directly in high levels of stress and with weakened immune systems. Okay. So the combined results of those 4 studies actually showed that the Juice Plus capsules reduces the severity of upper respiratory challenges, reduced missed worked days, and increased the number and activity of immune cells circulating in the body. So what does that mean? It means that the symptoms of colds and flus were less severe. People were more likely to go to work because they felt better even if they were sick, and the immune system was increased and working more efficiently in the body when taking the Juice Plus products. Okay, so it's directly supporting your immune system at a cellular level. And then the last reason you would want to give this a try is because it's affordable, it's convenient, and it gives you results. Okay, so if you're participating in the Shred program, you're gonna, some of the most common results is craving more fruits and vegetables because our body truly does recognize good nutrition. Okay, when we feed it good fuel, it craves good fuel. Okay, you're gonna it's not uncommon to have a healthier weight system because when our body begins to work internally in balance, you begin to shed the toxins that are holding on to that excess weight. You have better recovery from workout. You have improved sleep, increased energy, increased mental clarity, improved regularity. And all of these snowball that effect into building a stronger immune system, right? When we have better sleep, when we have better energy, when we have an improved digestive system and regularity, we talked about how these, counteract our immune system. So we know that if we have more improvement in those aspects, we know that we're going to snowball our immune system into being stronger. And really, it's affordable. When you look over here on the right hand side, it's not uncommon for many of us on a daily basis to spend $4 or more on a very fancy iced coffee. And yet, for less than $4 a day, you can be supporting your body at a cellular level to build that strong immune system, um, in a simple and convenient way, right? Now, I wouldn't feel right if I didn't tell you about this. Okay, so right now, if you've been on the fence about trying the Juice Plus products, right now is a really great time to try it because you can actually try one of the complete pouches for free, or at least for $5 shipping, when you enroll in the Healthy Starts program. Okay, which is really just an adult tries the Juice Plus products, they register their child so that their child actually gets free chewable Juice Plus, for up to 4 years, and then in the same time you get, either the chocolate or the vanilla complete powder, for just an extra $5, which is like a a savings of like $48, which is amazing. Okay, so protein powder is also a complete meal replacement. So if you were looking for an easy, convenient, food, or like an easy, convenient food to have on hand, this would be a fantastic option and a really great way to try it without committing to anything. So I hope this information was really helpful for you all. And so I want to leave you off with this, okay? Every time you eat, you are either feeding disease or you are fighting it. And I want you to really think about that because it's so true and it's so powerful and so strong. We have the opportunity on a daily basis to support our immune system and to fight disease, okay? So what are you doing daily to do so?